Hi, beautiful beings of light. This is Yana, and welcome to my YouTube channel in the month of November 2021. And today we're celebrating the new moon in Scorpio. So, lots of energies, right, of transformation, of release that needs to happen in order to then embrace and embody the energies of the new Earth. Okay, so as we are entering the new golden age in Aquarius, thank you, Saint Germain. So we're going to have a fire ceremony, and of course, we'll be chanting and invoking the violet flame as well. So that's going to be tonight. And I invited my co-workers here and as my soul sisters, just kind of write down a list of everything that needs to go, right? All these old programming, old conditioning, old habits, the old thought forms, old what is it, these old emotions, right? Those, the negativity that doesn't serve us anymore, that's who we are not. So then like I said, we can then bring in those new energies, so release everything of the old, right? So and embody and receive the energies of the ascension, of the enlightenment, of the new golden age, of abundance, prosperity, of peace and unity and Christosophia consciousness. So welcome. I'll just wanted to touch base with you. Again, I am in a new location, so things are changing, shifting. Okay, see how things go unfold. I don't know what is my next move then. So it's interesting how things are just kind of nicely forming or crystallizing, right? So like I said, very important to be in our core, be in our heart, be in our center, doing the inner work, live simply, okay? And for me is the 12D shield of protection, invoking the violet flame, being in nature, being on the sun, and the sun, well, not much today. It's overcast, it's clouded, but I went to the beach. It's just beautiful wind, wild ocean, and of course connecting to the crystal core of Mother Earth, Mother Nature, just being in your heart, right? Loving yourself unconditionally, very important. You take care of yourself, you forgive yourself, be compassionate with everything that happened. And of course, the star seeds, the indigo warriors, we go way up there. We go to connecting to the cosmic heart of Father, Mother, God. So we are the column of light shining bright and helping humanity, right, with the transition, with the transformation, with the ascension, as we are going to the next octave, harmonic universe number 2, right, where everything is about soul connection, consciousness expansion. So that's going to be the fourth dimension, fourth chakra, fifth dimension, fifth chakra, sixth dimension. That's the sixth chakra, as we are releasing ourselves, exiting the old 3D matrix, the false narrative and so on. So releasing all the pain and suffering, all the trauma from those first 3 chakras, the poverty consciousness, all these fear-based consciousness, okay, being disconnected from our ancestors, from Mother Earth, right? This dysfunctionality and miscommunication, and the sex misery in relationships, right? Generally speaking about, and all this disempowerment or power over others, control, manipulation, and so on, right? So this all needs to be cleansed and purified, so we can bring the soul essence back online and being in our core, right? The solar plexus, beautiful, cleansed and clear and purified, and even our heart chakra shining bright, right? That healing energy, that's color green. I don't know. Do I have my no? But I have. I have my skull here. I haven't shown my skull for quite some time. We are transmuting the negative ego, right? Even that's actually the symbol of Mary Magdalene, right? Very powerful beings. She and Yeshua, they were holding light for ascension back then, 2,000 years ago. And here we go. Here we are. We are ascending, making this happen. So this is really incredible. So we have to honor those times, even though though for so many people tumultuous, I mean very challenging, testing times we are going through, but you know that all is well. We are doing it, we are ascending, we are making the change, we are bringing more light here online, and now people start awakening, right? There's a shift in consciousness, people start realizing all these things, and now all these protests and strikes happening, or demonstrations, right? People are not conforming, right? The peaceful non-compliance, very important. People are leaving their jobs, and they start understanding that they need to honor themselves, and so this is not correct. And so we, people in unity, right? And even Yashua was saying, when so many people come together, we create this beautiful portal, right? This vortex of energy, very powerful, and we can overcome the darkness, right? The exit the matrix, we can transmute the darkness, and finally live our lives in peace and unity and harmony. We're bringing that Christos consciousness back online. So, and yeah, so just tied your seat belt very well. It's because yeah, it looks like it's going to be for some states more challenging here in the United States. Fortunately, I am in a state where the mandates, it's not forced upon us. So, here we can really appreciate all that. Breathe deeply here, very important, and sending love and light to the entire world, to, the nation, right? To all the continents, to, America, also the United States of America, not the United States of corporation, right? Very important to recognize those two institutions, okay? Those two dynamics, okay? So, we're going back to the original Constitution of 1776, the Atlantis Rising, right? The teachings of the Great White Brotherhood. I showed you Saint Germain, right? It started back there in England, the Victorian times, back there with Queen Elizabeth I, and so on. So these energies are here, and of course, we go back there to ancient Egypt, resurrecting the energies back there, and Atlantis and Lemuria, million years ago, those highly advanced civilizations here. So with free energy technology, crystalline generators, and so on, spaceships, spacecraft, right? We have the ETDNA. So please join us for this Unity Meditation Center, Walter, every Sunday, connecting to the new crystalline grid of unconditional love, right? So yeah, it's just doing the inner work, tuning to those energies, just being in nature, taking care of yourself, drinking distilled water, superfood. Now, the beautiful fire ceremonies, right, where we are gathering, getting together and celebrating life, the true life, and doing whatever we can to make this world a better place. So welcome, my beloveds. Again, my video is probably going to be very short. I just wanted to say hi to you, but remember, my videos are for educational, inspirational, and even entertainment purposes. I'm here to inspire you, empower you, giving information the way I interpret it through my soul signature, energy signature. How you guys then interpret what I'm sharing with you becomes your world, your reality, and what you do with it is your responsibility. We are very powerful co-creators with the divine, okay? We're watching our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, our deeds and actions. We're very powerful receivers and transmitters, emitters of energies, okay? Are we projecting the negative ego, that shadow self with all this pain body, or are we, putting out there or projecting the love and light, that's who we truly are, while transmuting the darkness, working on ourselves, right? So this is going to be now the key, the frequency vibration. That's why I have to relocate, certain individuals and so on. You can see who really is kind of struggling, people who are kind of not devoted, dedicated to their inner work and just serving Christ and just being of service, humanitarian projects and so on. People still want to monetize things, and I understand that we have to kind of, we need to pay our bills and have a place to stay, but it's very important to simplify your life. We're going back to basics, very simple living, but high thinking, right? You open your third eye, decalcify your pineal gland, and invoke the violet flame, right? You can bring the soul essence back online and release the stress and tension and all this pain body and all this suffering from those first three chakras and so on. So looks like I am guided to go over quickly the again the new earth jurisdiction and the galactic codex implementation, because I just did just a little bit of um, uh, editing. Okay, so not only that, we are participating, or I'm in a co-creating a new earth government, but also, right, the military force, the military needs to be restructured, and of course the jurisdiction under God, the law of one. Then here I am, claiming your space. Like, very important to claim your space. You're the authority of your life, okay, of your energy, of your consciousness. Don't allow those negative ones. I know they come from 10 dimensions, so that's kind of not fair, but being aware of it, I'm saying, have that protection shield, the 12D shield, Lisa Renee, invoke it each and every day, in the morning and before you go to bed. Very important, being in your heart, right? Just loving yourself, taking care of yourself, surrendering to what is. Here I am claiming that I'm the authority, I'm God's sovereign free, I'm the extension of God's divine love and will. The eternal spark of God resides in my sacred heart. I abide in God's presence and follow universal laws. And we've been talking about the 13 principles of natural laws from Lisa Renee, but of course on my website Yana Kalai you can find the universal laws, right, here from this book, The Light Shall Set You Free, from Dr. Norma Milanovic. And remember, we are 99.9% energy, 0.1% matter, okay? And here, this entire solar system, this planet, this galaxy, this Milky Way is finally aligning with God, with Source, and of course, God's law, God's will. That's what it's all about. Even, cleansing your chakras, guess what? They get nicely aligned. You know what I'm saying? And not my will, by done be done, right? Instead of forcing the personal will and all these desires of the ego and just being stuck in the 3D matrix, because so many people are struggling. The 3D is having grip over them through addictions, right? The negative ego, through trauma and pain and suffering and so on. So we need to be very strong warriors, okay? Powerful warriors, to overcome all that. And we can do that through Christ, okay, and through that inner work and through sadhana, spiritual practice, okay? So the enlightenment or alignment of the chakras, right? The illumination, right? The path of ascension, very important, just doing the inner work. Some people, they just end up, again, buying things or spiritual things. They're into the consumerism, materialism, and I understand it's like an addiction too. Shop till you drop, right? So you have to acknowledge it, like watch it, observe it, right? And no, I have all that I need, and especially now in these times, like, take care of your health, right? So stack up on your vitamins. I mean, we talk about the food, the water and so on, but we have the vitamin C, and then, if you have zinc, and then you have zeolite, and then colloidal silver, right? And then of course the superfood, I talk about moringa and hemp and cacao and what else, let me see if I can think of something, spirulina and chlorella and so on. So a wonderful book from Magenta Pixie. Hope she's doing well. I know that she looks like she was hospitalized evidently, so hope we wish you all the best, Magenta. This is a beautiful book from her, Lessons from a Living Lemuria, Balancing Karma Through Nutrition for Ascension. Food is very good, but make sure you eat good food, organic fruits and vegetables, okay? Read the ingredients. It's like no natural flavor, no preservatives, okay? No citric acid, no sodium benzoate, okay? So, and no GMO, okay? And I know that's a lots of struggle, and the food is extremely expensive, and but we gotta do it, so be positive, stay positive, and in unity, creating community, and just making things happen, making this world a better place, make America great again. And it comes from us. It's is the inner work, right? We can do it from the inside out, be the soldier of peace, Mahatma Gandhi, and, Martin Luther King, right? So very special heroes, so we have to kind of continue in their steps. They were charismatic leaders. They showed us the way, they showed us the path. So, and those who come after them, right? Even Yahshua was saying in the Bible, right? We'll do the work too. We can do it. All of us can do it. We just have to walk in those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude, and be the compassionate witness of everything. Okay, guys. So they were a little bit of additions here in that introduction, my credo for the New Earth jurisdiction. So you guys, just kind of reminding you of the Galactic Codex, the law of grace. So every sentient being has the right for physical and spiritual ascension. Every sentient being has the right for for physical and spiritual abundance. Every sentient being has the right for ascension, whether planetary, interstellar. Every sentient being has the right to connect with their galactic soul star family. So that's what I'm waiting for. And looks like the military, this is very sensitive topic. In those astral plane, I was recruited to be a marine or super soldier. And here we go. I am a yogini, right? Connected to the solar rishis of the Himalayan mountains. They're trying to MK Ultra me, all these project, Mockingbird or Montauk or Monarch and so on. And you gotta free your mind. And thanks God, the etheric technology of the benevolent ETs, the Pleiadians, the Icturians, the Syrians, the Andromedans, the Lyrians, the Antarian, and so on. They're here with the etheric technology, with the multi-dimensional lasers, helping those super altered soldiers or the Marines, the guys in the military who were tortured and mind controlled, right? There is now technology for them to go back to their original blueprint template of their soul, of their oversoul, of their DNA, because I mentioned the CRISP technology in military. They can insert false memory in their DNA, right? And this is huge. This is multi-dimensional or multinational. This is interstellar kind of mission that I'm on. So, talking about it, even like for 10 days would not be enough. Okay, so it is what it is. I only can do what I can. And, there's so much material, all these YouTube channel, whatever resonate with you. And of course, my videos are not for everybody. It's for my soul group, my soul siblings, those who resonate with my message, empath, sensitives, whistleblowers, and for military, as well, how to free your mind from that MK Ultra, because my mind's being electrocuted. And here we go, the good guys were beaming good energies into my third eye, pineal gland. So I'm finally free. I can finally, think for myself. I feel my true divine essence, my multi dimensionality, so it's a good feeling to be free again, to be sovereign, and to feel my wholeness. I mean, just feel that the eternal living light that I am, being the column of light. This is kind of how I was born, right? This is how I was born. And through that human experience, I became disassembled like crazy, through all these MK Ultra, the directed energy weapons, the psychotronic weapons, right? I don't know what else they use, and the GMO, and then, so my biological parents, really, all these hexing and cursing and, black magic, just like in the military. Those guys, they join nothing but a cult, right? They're being told that, they have to fight for this country. Which country? United States Corporation, with the Constitution being suspended, okay, with the Act of 1871. And then, nobody told anybody, I guess the proper Project Paperclip, that the treaties with those gray aliens in 1950s or 60s, right? That's what happened, trading pretty much humans for highly advanced technology, abduction, and mutation of the DNA, hybridization, and using children for adrenochrome, right? I mean, when you join military, are you informed about those kind of things? So it's time to be educated, time to be informed. Every sentient being has the right for all information. Look at all these deceptions, look at all this misinformation. That's why it's so important to do the inner work, cleansing, clearing, purification, meditation, meditation, being in nature, so you can connect to that inner voice that is within you, that intuition. So you don't worry what other people are saying. You don't need proof from the outside or from somebody else. The heart will show you. I mean, the soul downloads will show you. Okay, it will be given to you, it will be all revealed to you, once you also open your psychic abilities or heal your mind, deprogram yourself, decalcify the pineal gland, rewire your subconscious mind from all this programming, conditioning. I mean, it's lots of work. So every sentient being has the right to be free and sovereign. Claim your space each and every day. Okay, do the prayers, meditation, 12 the shield of protection, very important. Invoke the violet flame, okay, or just chant, I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires, right? Or do the protection, beloved, I am presence bright, round me, seal your tube of light. So many things that we need to focus on and be self-directed and really be devoted, dedicated to that spiritual path, right, of ascension, of healing, of transformation. So victory of the light. Yeah. So okay. And of course, what else did I you guys can find the law of balance, what it means under the Galactic Codex, the law of intervention. So yeah, the Galactic Federation has the right to intervene in all situations where the Galactic Codex has been violated, regardless of the local laws. And the Galactic Federation has the right to use peaceful means to educate the local population and to give guidelines on how to proceed to live in accordance with the universal laws. The Galactic Federation has the right to use military forces when necessary in any hostage situation, requires skillful negotiation, tactical approach, right? So there were so many people, even Pleiadians, kept hostage, and look at the children in the underground, right? It was still looks like from Cobra, the portal 2012, right? The Chimera group still going on, so there's still many things that need to be dismantled from those higher densities in that astral plane, the archons, the Chimera group, the spider beings, the CCP, right? And all these things happening with the nanotechnology, right? For transhumanism, depopulation, and so on. So that is being brought to the light anyway, right? And the graphene oxide, what it does to you, right? It hooks you, right, to the Nazi Neuralink, and you're being mind controlled, and you're just like a walking AI signal, and then building the smart cities, whether in New York, in China, right? The ghost cities, so it's unbelievable what those the Cabal, the Illuminati, but they're nothing but puppets of the archons, of the fallen ones. And because they're in the astral plane, people, don't see them. It doesn't mean they don't exist. We are interacting with them, okay? They're interacting with us because we are the spiritual warriors. We're trying to make the changes, right? We're the guardians here of this planet. We're making everything right side up, especially in the military. You got to follow universal laws, the law of one. If you want to be galactic commander, this is what it is. Love and devotion to the one. Study to law of Ra. Okay, very important. You cannot be like the Satanists and Luciferians and all these sadistic people and pedophiles and the black magician and this whole this nonsense. They disobey, they laugh at God, they attack everything that is divine. They attack, okay, and they totally disrespect and disregard the universal laws, the law of one. No, this is not happening anymore, okay? So every sentient being has the right to call upon the Galactic Federation for assistance, okay? So you see the UFO now disclosure, right? There's so many sightseeings now, and the military, even NASA, right, saying that we are here in this multiverse, right? And the existence of ETs now, it's now very visceral, very real. There's so much evidence. So come on, disclosure, right? We have to declassify all the information, very important, right? So the Galactic Federation has the right to implement the Galactic Codex in all sectors of the universe where the Galactic Codex has been violated. So studied the law of response, the golden rule, very important, right? It means one should treat others as one would like others to treat oneself. So here it comes to responsibilities. What are you projecting? What are you putting out there, right? Doing the inner work, the education, right? That's why I love the 8 steps of yoga. I can talk about it next time because that's what helped me to get things right, to get things online and starting my project, right? My Ascension protocol, my New Earth project with this New Earth, jurisdiction, creating New Earth government with its jurisdiction and military force, okay? Because this all needs to be corrected. It all needs to be rectified. It needs to be all brought right side up. It needs to be, everything is all the wrongdoings, it's all needs to be brought to the light so it can be corrected. And it is what it is. I know this is not an easy topic, very sensitive, so I have to learning how to dance around it, just to just kind of swirl around it. So the law of cause and effect, right? What goes around comes around. Now, so many people are hit with very challenging situations. Well, what were you projecting? Well, how were you living months ago or weeks ago or days ago? Now the energy is amplified. Whatever you focus on, everything is amplified. Everything is like a boomerang. But that's why there is a justice. There is divine justice. Because, whatever quality of energy is generated from thought, emotion, or behaviors, this combination sets into motion energetic vibrational frequency in time and space that must eventually return back to its causal source to complete its cycle. Nothing will escape this law because at the end of the cycle, all is accounted for. So, are you involved positive, loving actions? Or in fear-based and negative ones, okay? Because that's going to be your result. So are you choosing the fear-based consciousness or are you choosing the Christed love? Okay, so this is now your choice, and like everybody's responsible because everything is counted for. And so law of divine oneness, law of unity, law of structure, all things share a connection with the universal mind. All is consciousness of infinite intelligence that expresses its principle through natural laws, spiritual laws that govern our creation. The law of structure creates all things. All is composed of the same substance, right? At this subatomic level. I think Marina Jacobi is talking about the one particle. All is information that can be reduced mathematically. If even even music, right? And the solfeggio tones, everything has its perfection, order, mathematics. So all is created by the mind of God. We exist within this field of mind energy, so we're part of it, we're one with it, right? So it's learning how to transform that negativity, being in our heart, being in our center, because some people trying to shove things under the carpet, they don't want to look at things, resistance, right? What you resist persists. So how do you transform it, transmute it, right? This is what I am talking about, those kind of tools of transformation. So you can use it, and the law of relativity, the law of polarity, you can find it, law of polarity, and also law of gender and law of transformation, transmutation. Everything can be changed, and remember, change is constant. Okay, and so to access the universal mind, we remain calm, balance, and peace at all times. So it's very important to find that inner peace, peace that passes all understanding, right? Cleansing, clearing, purification of your energy field, of your aura, of your chakra column, of your emotional body, mental body, okay? And even of your physical body, right? Now people still, whether going to, the fast food restaurants or you're going to restaurants or still eating meat, I mean, it's okay if you're zero type blood, but it's going to get harder on many people, and especially like light workers or star seeds and so on, because to me, we're etheric technology. We were designed to be vegan or vegetarian, so yeah, so I was never about eating animals, even though the way I grew up, I was kind of forced, or I was introduced to eating meat, lots of meat. Not anymore. So to co-create with the divine, we use high quality thoughts, visualization, and language, and we bring heaven on earth through right use of the connection to this force field of oneness. So again, you can find it on my website, right? The New Earth Jurisdiction, the Galactic Codex Implementation, and Natural Laws. And let me see. So today, we are going to do the fire ceremony, like I said, and what we are going to do, it's part of the practice of the evolving self. You can find it here in this book, Telos, right? That's the Protocols of the Fifth Dimension, volume 6, right? This is the author, Aurelia Louis Jones. And people from the inner earth, there's the portal underneath Mount Shasta, California, right? So there are family, the remnants of the Lemuria, right? The energy is stored there in a fifth dimension, but with this group, the guardians, right, the Ascension, we are going directly back to God, to source, the divine template of the 12 strands of DNA. Okay, so that's why the 12D shield of protection extremely important, especially for warriors. Okay, so here, that's the experience a sacred communion with your soul as a doorway to your God self. That's step number 3. So it's time to make a list of the belief system that limits you. So that's what needs to go, especially today with the new moon in Scorpio. Right, so write things down or write out your memory. Remember Kathy O'Brien in a PTSD Time to Heal, her little brochure, right? She was saying about don't verbalize it, because I can see, coworkers, people constantly regurgitating, reiterating the same thing over and over and over, being in that negative loop. And write things down, have a notebook, don't mention it. Okay, nobody needs to really hear it. But if you mention something negative, make sure you have a solution. Oh, but this, what I can do, I can do this, I have a solution for that. Stay in that divine neutrality, very important. 0-point balance. Okay, be in your heart center, loving yourself, forgive yourself. Don't torture yourself, like don't sabotage yourself, don't criticize yourself, don't judge yourself, don't be harsh on yourself. It's not time to be like that. Just time to be gentle, time to be forgiving. You can forgive, so you forgive yourself so you can forgive others, and we can move on, we can move forward, we can transition, right, going to the next octave and meet our star family, our galactic family, and experience and peace and unity and prosperity. Okay, that's where we're heading, bright future, not the doom and gloom, the Davos group, or the Satanists, the Luciferians, I mean, whatever, that's for them, because what goes around comes around. They're creating this dysfunction for themselves. So it's time for us to exit this nonsense. Raise your frequency vibration, right? High thinking, a simple living, be in your heart, loving yourself, speaking your truth, decalcify your pineal gland, dance, be on the beach, sing a song, do some drumming. Tonight we're going to do the fire ceremony and invoke the violet flame. So, and then make another list of what you know in the depth of your heart to be true about yourself. Make a list of judgments you still hold about yourself. So it looks like we're going to do this kind of list. Just already invited my co-workers and my soul sisters, right, to make a list, everything that needs to go, that needs to be released, right? Your emotional state, your mental state, your spiritual, whatever, all this dysfunction, all these miscommunication, all these misperceptions, right? Everything that we need to let go of. No more holding on to anything. Be in this world but not out of it. The kingdom of heaven is within, right? Know yourself and be free, because only the truth will set you free. That's why all these things, craziness is coming online, all right? It's surfacing, it's coming to the light, to be acknowledged and to be transformed, so we can heal ourselves as a nation, as a humanity, and we can make this world a better place. So that's where we are heading, and that's here what we are now manifesting, and we're walking the walk. Very important. You have to speak your truth and walk your talk. And again, remember every day to walk in those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and compassion. Okay, so this is what the practice of the evolving self is saying. And each and every evening, recognize, embrace in profound honor all that you have given yourself that day, or what you have experienced, right? What you've recognized, all these revelations or people that you met. And so all the experiences, right? It's like, and again, it's good to write it down. I've been writing down my dreams for more than a decade. I'm just kind of, and writing all these notes. People, they really helped me, their YouTube channel, or there was like this healing conversation, a quantum conversation. I mean, I had to do so much work, energy work, transformational work. I was even twice traveling across the United States, the nation, right? Sedona, Arizona. I mean, doing hiking, Red Rocks. I mean, you guys, it's it's quite a journey. It's quite a ride, and it's time to just kind of be lighthearted, but also serious about things, because the work that I do, we do, the Guardians and the Galactic Warriors, and here who came here to help with the Ascension, with the transition. We have to be focused. We have to be focused on our mission, being in our heart, being in our center, and having direct connection to God, to Source, 24/7. So that's why the 12D shield of protection, invoking the violet flame, connect to Mother Nature, be outside, and just stay positive. And so that you go into that neutrality. You're just watching, observing. You're the compassionate witness, and just enjoy each and every breath, right? You're receiving and giving love each and every day. Just surround yourself with that energy of unconditional love each and every day. The energies of truth, of Christ consciousness, of peace and harmony, God's divine glory. This is our true divine essence. We're magical, we're multidimensional, we're etheric, right? We're special. So many blessings, and namaste. I'll talk to you next time, and enjoy the new moon. Bye-bye.